Good morning. My name is Ed Johnson. I first want to thank Bill Russell and the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce for inviting me to speak to you today on the virtual career day. I'm honored to spend a few minutes with you and to talk to you about potential careers in the practice of law. I know it's an exciting time in your life as you start to plan and move towards a career of your own. And I'm glad, again, that I'm able to spend a few minutes with you. As I mentioned, I'm an attorney. I was educated here in the state of North Carolina. I went to undergraduate at Appalachian State University and law school at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I've sat for both the Georgia and South Carolina bars and am authorized to practice law in each of those states. Since graduating from the University of North Carolina, I've practiced in Atlanta, Georgia for what now is 34 years. I want to start off with the requirements that it takes to become an attorney. As I mentioned, I have a 4-year degree from Appalachian State University. That is something that you have to practice law. Now, what's interesting is to get to law school, there's no particular degree you have to have. Mine was in business with a minor in criminal justice. After my undergraduate degree, I went to law school at the University of North Carolina and thereafter sat for the bar exam. To be a lawyer, you have to sit for the bar exam and pass the bar exam. But there's more to it than that. You also have to have a fine grasp of the English language. It was hard for me, but I had to learn a lot of grammar and learn to actually be able to write well, which did not come naturally to me. You also need to be a good communicator because you'll be communicating with a court, a client, or with third parties in trying to represent your client. Another issue with becoming a lawyer is the competition. Law school is very competitive, and if it's something you want to plan on doing, you need to be prepared for the competition in law school and the competition thereafter when you practice law. What does an attorney do? Well, we're a country of laws. I hope you've heard that before. An attorney helps his or her clients navigate and comply with the complexities of these laws. An attorney's primary duty is to do what is best for his or her client. That's the reason an attorney is a licensed professional. You can go and set up a business at any time, but you can't become an attorney without being licensed. Part of that professionalism is that you always take your client's interests ahead of your own. The examples of law, many of them that you know, are criminal law. I hope many of you haven't had to deal with that. Taxation, business, domestic relations, and I come from a family where my parents were divorced, so at an early age I learned about domestic relations law. And also we've all seen the advertisements on TV for personal injury lawyers. All those are types of law that you can practice once you have a bar degree. I'm a little more boring. My practice is mostly helping businesses. It's a great practice though because I get to take businesses and help them improve themselves by helping them navigate various laws, whether those are contract laws, employment laws, taxation laws, or things like negotiating leases. These are all important pieces for my client that I'm proud to help them with. I like being an attorney for lots of reasons. The two primary reasons are that I get to help people. The other reason is that I actually get paid to learn. Laws change, areas of the laws change, and I have to stay on top of that. And I spend a lot of time reading and studying what my clients need under the law. You're always learning and you're always helping people. People ask me, what's my primary focus? My primary focus is solving problems. That's what I do as a lawyer. And if you decide to become a lawyer one day, that's likely going to be what you do also. How can you determine if you want to practice law? At your age, it's hard to know. There are a lot of good ways you can do this. And a lot of you don't know this. Our courthouses are open. They are public. I've done this many times in my life. You're entitled to go to a courthouse and watch a trial. You're entitled to watch a judge and lawyers argue cases, motions, and various other aspects of the law. as soon as COVID's over, there are certain restrictions now because of COVID, those courthouses will again be open, and I encourage you to go there and watch and see what the practice of law is all about. You can also volunteer for a summer internship with a law firm. Law firms often are happy to take young folks like yourselves and teach you what the practice of law is like. Also, every one of you has access to a computer. Therefore, you have access to written materials about many great lawyers. I encourage you to do things like read about Abraham Lincoln and Thurgood Marshall, both incredible lawyers and people that I respect highly. Also, you can take a business class, a business law class in college or your local community college. There are lots of ways for you to determine at this stage whether the law is something you may or may not want to pursue. In summary, I want to tell you that I've been blessed to have the opportunity to serve as an attorney. It continues to challenge me, and it motivates me to get up and go to work every day. If I can ever answer any questions for you, or if you have any other activities that I can help you with, contact me. I wish you good luck in your future endeavors, and thank you for allowing me to participate today in your virtual career day. Thanks.